Welcome back to more Transformers. So guess what? You know that army that Starscream had in this ship? Every single one of them died. And you know who didn't die? Us.
I've scanned for an exit. A cargo hatch.
I don't think it's conceivably possible for Starscream to be a bigger idiot. But that's why he's our favorite character. Anyway, this actually is to me at least, a brilliant aspect of this level, because they have now made it to where we need to go back from the front of the ship to the back. But instead of going, you know, from point A to point B, we now have to go up from down, because the ship is now nose first into the snow. So instead of going, you know, forward and back, we now have to go up and down. And it's the exact same layout, the exact same level we just played through, but now it's turned up on its nose. So we now have to, things that were walls are now the floor. There are some walls and some ceilings. Wait, just one ceiling. That's like the second Reverse Blue reference I've made in like the last 2 days. Anyway, there are now more datacons available to us, but there are no enemies because, like I said, they're all dead. Aside from the ones obviously the ones we killed in the previous video, and then all the ones that died from the impact. Which, I don't know why we were able to survive that. Maybe we just have like a defib unit like Enraged, where we can just survive an elevator shaft collapsing and just get up by, you know, stimulating our heart, because it's going to instantly fix our, you know, broken knees and broken ribs and probably broken spine as well. And it's going to take all of the shrapnel out of our arms and allow us to lift our gun again and all that other stuff. But there I am critiquing the science of an id Software game. Anyway, why am I still talking about Rage? It's been like 3 years anyway. Oh yeah, I still need to record the DLC for Rage. I'll be getting to that very shortly, ladies and gentlemen, but I have a few more things in mind for now. The inconvenient part about that is because it's a DLC, it means it's on my hard drive on my other Xbox, and therefore I can't record it on the Xbox that's actually in my recording station. Anyway, remember that funicular elevator from the previous video? Well, guess what? Now, instead of going, remember how it was going from a downward position up at a vertical angle, at like a 45-degree angle? Now it's going up at a 45-degree angle again to go back down. So we rode the elevator up twice without ever having to ride it down. Because science. But yeah, I personally think this was a brilliantly designed level, just because it's one of the only, like I said, the only close quarters level, and the fact that we have to go through it twice in two completely different perspectives. It's like the puzzles in Prey, how, you know, you walk on the ceilings and whatnot. But this, I think, is just it's unique for this game, and it's a one-of-a-kind level that not a lot of other third-person shooters attempt. But, you know, in a game, or I guess like in Portal or something like that, a puzzle where you design an environment specifically to have that whole thing turned on its head and be interpreted in a completely different way. I can't think of another game that does that other than Prey and Portal and whatnot. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing here. I'm supposed to actually go up there and open, or actually close that other door so I can have another platform to stand on. Because the doors are now walls. Assuming they're going in the right direction. There we go, so it closed on one side of us and opened on the other side of us. Now we can go this way. These dropships are sitting vertically in here, but now we can jump into them and collect this datacon. I'm gonna try to get all of them, but again, there are no minicons, or actually there's I guess there's like one minicon, but it's outside, so we need to get out there and get it, because it's actually something worthwhile on this level. So between scaling the mountains in the later parts of the, or scaling the caves in the mountains rather, in the Alaska level and this part, there actually is some nice slow-paced parts of this game that kind of tone down the action a little bit and let us regain our composure before letting the game go completely crazy again and giving us a finale worthy of this game's awesomeness. We're almost done with this game too. It was a pretty short LP, but it seems like it's taken forever just because of all the things that have happened to me since I've been making it. And I made it kind of on a whim too. Like, I was putting off doing Bulletstorm, and I just randomly decided I should record this game. It was literally just a spur of the moment type thing. It's kind of how like I did Zoids Battle Legends as well. Of course, we all know how that went, being that that's one of my most, if not my most popular Let's Play of all time, and I did it just because I felt like it. But Bulletstorm is actually on track. I had like the first 2 acts, I think, already recorded. Alright, I'm not seeing where I'm supposed to be going over here. This is actually a lot darker than it looks while I'm recording it, because my recording window is just, for some reason, it's, because of its size, it's very dark, so I can't really see where I'm going here. There is one more way I must go still. One more datacon over here. But the problem with it being so dark is you can't see where there's a hole in the floor that you're going to fall through because there's not a wall there. Yes, the walls and the floor are the same thing. Because, again, science. Everything is all topsy-turvy, and I can't tell if that was the ceiling of the dropship we were standing on or the floor of the dropship. And again, because of this platforming section here through the ship, the game makes it to where you have to have high jump in order to even get up to the room that triggers this next part of the level. As you remember at the end of the last video, you couldn't even get to the room that you couldn't even get to the bridge of the ship without a high jump because of where that platform stops. It stops on purpose to make sure you do that. Ow. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. But it doesn't really matter how much health we have because I'm going to go back to base and heal up anyway. There's the save point. Actually, I lied. There's no minicon out here, but whatever. Yeah, the only minicon on the level is the one on the bridge. I take it back now. Alright, so let's go back to base and adjust our setup real quick and prepare. Are we going to go through the portal or not? Okay, thank you. Alright, so we have a team of 2 purple minicons and 2 green minicons. 2 of which you've seen us use in the... Oh, great. You're still alive? We already killed you once, and you dropped the ship on your own head. And yet we still have to fight you, and you're more powerful than ever? Alright, so time for the final battle against Starscream. And our setup here is with Spark Jump and Watchdog, the what do you call it, mines. And we have the heavy arm, or we have, what is it, the super shield that deflects everything except for his Starscream's null rays. And we have a build-up which will regenerate our health, which means that not only do we have 2 matching color minicon teams, but we also have a pretty good setup to deal damage to him, as I demonstrated in the Pacific Island level. We actually have pretty good accuracy with the with Spark Jump because it hits him no matter what, and it also is a good way to detonate the mines. The mines are what's really doing a lot of damage to him. As you can see, one mine will take out, you know, almost an entire bar of his health. We can also hit him for a long duration while he's in jet mode. This fight is very much similar to the previous fight against him, except he's a lot tougher. And he has his null ray attack, which he fires from his shoulder cannons while he's in robot mode. It's actually a pretty predictable move, but it's very, very, very hard to dodge. One of the hardest to dodge attacks in the entire game. And our super shield will not deflect it. It'll deflect everything else, and although it doesn't last for a long time. It's the minicon we got at the end of the Alaska level. Yeah, when he goes up in the air like that, make sure you're on the move because you can potentially dodge that, but it's very hard to do. But the fact that we have that and build up in the means we're gonna pretty much regenerate everything that he deals to us anyway. So we're pretty much invincible, making this fight a lot easier. Oh, holy crap! Yeah, the bosses in this game fight dirty. Like, there's no way around it. These guys are hardcore. But I just, you know, smash him in the face with some mines there. Yeah, Starscream might be a complete idiot, but he is by far my favorite boss in this game, and I love Armada Starscream's character in the show, so I think that this boss was well deserved for his character and everything. I say I'm able to dodge that, and yet I've not done it once this entire fight. But that is a mean physics beam right there, and that will just blast you into the side of the cliff as it did to me earlier, which really, again, helps establish the fact that these are two giant robots fighting when they're blasting each other into mountains and stuff like that. And when they're cleaving the mountain completely in two with that beam, and yet it only like mildly annoys us. Well, it doesn't mildly annoy us, it launches us into a mountain, but you know what I mean. Alright, Starscream. Damn it, I thought I could kill him with my truck mode. Alright, let me try that again. Yeah! Come on, eat it, Starscream, yeah! Oh, he's still alive. Oh, that would have been awesome if I killed him with my truck mode. I'm gonna try it again, Just because you are the comedy character, I have to kill you with a comedy death. Oh, kill him too soon. Oh, well, that was hilarious, though I got to knock him down with my truck mode. I'm gonna try to beat Megatron like that.